Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 10 new Cypher camera spots that I think are pretty insane. But before we get into it, if you are part of the nearly 90% of people watching this who aren't subscribed and you want to see more Valorant guides like this, then I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. So first up here on Ascent, this is a pretty great defensive camera for mid. All you want to do is walk right out of the defender spawn and jump on top of these barrels. And what you can do is aim along this wall underneath the bottom of this light right here, and then you can jump place a camera to be above the light and get a pretty good view into mid. Of course, you'll be able to see anyone crossing mid here to catwalk. You'll be able to see anyone pushing up catwalk from mid, and in general you'll just be able to see anyone pushing up to pizza or market right here as well. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good camera spot for getting mid information. So next up on Ascent, we're going to be in a garden right here, and all you want to do is stand on this ledge, and then you want to aim along this wall here, jump and spam left click to get it on top of this trim of this building right here. Right about here, pretty good. You can see anyone leaving A main onto site, you can see anyone leaving tree onto site, and you also get a pretty good view of heaven and this right side of site. A lot of people like to play right next to this box in post plant situations, or even under heaven right over here. So it's pretty situational, but I honestly think this camera isn't bad for a retake situation. For these next two cameras, what you need to do is jump on top of this bike right here, and then run and jump on top of these boxes right here. And this first camera spot is pretty good for getting information to see if anyone is playing the left side of a site near the generator. And all you want to do is walk to the front of this ledge like this, crouch, and aim along this wall right here, but place your camera far away so it's almost touching the other wall. And obviously, once you place the camera, you can see anyone that'll be peeking from behind the generator right here or right here as well. If you want, you can adjust the position on this back wall to see more of the middle of the site, but I think clearing behind the generator is definitely very important. The only thing you need to worry about with this camera is someone peeking you from A main, so first you need to either have a teammate here with you, or you need to already have cleared this angle here at A main. So finally, we have my favorite new camera for Ascent, and this is really good to use at the start of the round and get information to see if someone is playing in mid Cubby. All you want to do is aim at the corner of the green box right here, and place it as high in that corner as possible with a jump place. So this is about as good of a camera as you can get here, and obviously what it allows you to see is mid Cubby, anyone playing in this corner right here, or anyone playing on top of the box in the other corner. And unless someone is perfectly hugging this wall as they peek out like this, then you'll be able to see anyone that also comes out of tree into the mid Cubby. So you can see someone standing on the box right here in the corner. You can see anyone along this wall, obviously, and in this corner. So being able to get the information that someone is here can be pretty important to taking mid control on this map. So moving on to split here, and the first camera here is a pretty interesting one if you are attacking a site. All you want to do is jump on top of these boxes right here, and you can actually aim at an invisible wall right here and place your camera to get a peek at long A. So this is a good camera if you know someone has been peeking from screens, or if you know someone has been pushing up and playing a more aggressive angle like this. So the next camera is one that a lot of you told me about, and this is a great camera for getting early information on the defending side. All you want to do is stand on the ledge here and then jump and place a camera on this billboard, and you get a quick early peek into the attacker's spawn. Now obviously, if they are there, this camera will get instantly destroyed. This camera would be especially good on pistol rounds, because A is definitely the more common site that gets rushed. So just being able to get that early information of a rush can give your team the advantage that you need to have people rotating on time. So finally for split, there's actually a pretty nice post-plant camera that I like for B site here. All you want to do is walk into the connector here to the defender spawn, and you can place a camera right behind this wood board right here. You can see right through the board here, and it's pretty hard to see behind the other wooden boards, and you get a good view into the defender spawn. You'll be able to see if anyone is going for a retake from over here. And this camera is pretty hard to see because once again it is directly behind one of the wooden boards. So yeah, this is a pretty good camera if you manage to get a plant off here and you just want a little bit more control. So next up here on Bind, there's a pretty great camera trick that you can use for Hookah. All I want to do is jump on top of these boxes, and then you can aim at the bottom part of any of these tiles on the roof and place your camera. So for example, you could place one at this tile, you can place one at this tile, you can also place one over here, and I would recommend placing it, for example, right here, because it is less likely to get seen from anyone outside of Hookah, but this will still give you good information for anyone that is already in Hookah. But if you do want to try and get earlier information, you can place it on a tile like this, which will allow you to see in front of the teleporter, so you'll be able to see anyone that is just lurking outside of Hookah as well before they actually make a push inside of it. And once someone is inside of Hookah, they obviously have to clear all of these angles here, and the last thing they are thinking about is looking straight up to destroy this camera. So the next spot for B site is actually a really good post plant camera that allows you to see the defenders that are rotating through the defender spawn. And for this, all you want to do is jump on top of the metal crate here, aim at the corner of this roof just like this, and then you can jump place it far on the corner of the roof. And as you can see, it gives you a perfect view into the defender spawn. So anyone that is coming this way at all, you will have perfect vision of them until they get close to this wall right here, and that's when you start losing vision. But before that, there's no way that they don't get seen by this camera. Finally, the last camera spot I'm going to be sharing with you guys is going to be on Haven C site, and it's a pretty sneaky cam for defending. All you want to do is be on top of the platform right here, and what you can do is actually jump and place a camera onto this roof, just like this, and it completely blends in with the background here and gives you a great view of anyone that could be pushing out of garage or pushing up long C. So yeah, this camera is really hard to see because it blends in with the roof and the background really well. I wouldn't be surprised if it lasts a while. So thank you all so much for watching my Cypher cameras video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Valorant videos and guides like this, then I would greatly appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button.